Hello, people of the internet. This is Starshot's guy here to do some more Dota 2 streaming. Just working on more matches, trying to see how far I can go. Let's see. I did get a few wins yesterday, along with some of the ones I did the other day. Of course, they didn't work out as well as I would have hoped. But we'll see if we can't change that or not with a few more here. I guess a part of me is kind of starting to at least be annoyed with how matchmaking kind of works and how the MMR system works. And I guess I'll be curious to see if they'll make those changes with it or not. Because I'm not really sure why they still need the MMR system at all, really. I would think they would only need the medal system where, you get to a certain point and once you finally get there, then you move on to, the next rank. And that you can't go below the rank or disappear into a number that it seems to try to determine you by. I do feel like it should be capped. But apparently you can go below that number and, it affect who you get matched with and then, but it doesn't change your rank at all. So it seems very strange to me that that's what happens. Because there are times when you have good matches and there are times you have bad matches and you can't really control who you get, teamed up with. So, to me, it feels like, it should be more determined on your own ability and kind of where you end up instead of being always focused on what team you're with. So, but I was pretty happy with how some of the matches I recently had turned out. Like this one yesterday was really good. Once it fully loads up here, you can see who we were all facing off against, but pretty much the idea was, as you can see, I died quite a few times, but we were able to kind of win against this carry team we were dealing with here, even with all the gold they got and how annoying Chaos Knight was. And it looks like Kunkka maybe got seems like he got a few more kills than he should have. But oh well, it worked out either way. So, let's see. And then I had a match as Night Stalker recently, which sadly did not go very well. Uh, I can underestimate Medusa sometimes, but I usually find her one of those heroes that isn't really that great, but it didn't also help that our main carry, our Phantom Lancer, pretty much got DC'd and couldn't come back before we lost. They were pushing pretty hard and it was difficult for us to kind of deal with them. Both with Monkey King and Medusa. And I did what I could as Night Stalker, but I felt like I deviated from my usual build. But as you can see, they definitely got the gold they needed. And it was really, and sadly our sniper I don't feel like was able to kind of win as he should have normally. Like, I think he maybe should have focused more on finishing his Maelstrom instead of finishing Satanic. Just for that extra speed and lightning jumps. Since, the thing with Medusa is she's fairly tanky, and so as long as you kind of keep your distance, you're pretty good. But the issue, like, funny enough, I remember watching for most of it, because I would usually die early on since I was the tank, but the thing that normally seemed to happen was that our friend, Venno here would always jump in close to Sniper and, ult and do all his magic stuff to slow him down, and instead of using Hurricane Pike to push him, or to push each other away and attack him, he would always seem to just push himself away and, you know, then start attacking then. Which, you know, works out just fine sometimes, but, you know, I guess to me it seemed like he should have had enough health to hopefully survive against Venno at that point in time. But who knows? I haven't calculated the damage and what how much magic resistance helps with that or not. But I guess the big news mostly is the major tournament happening soon. And that after that tournament happens, then we'll finally get the 7.2 release. Which hopefully does make some of the changes that I've been talking about happen. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one who kind of has issues with the MMR system still. Hmm. As you can see, we have a few new hero challenges we can do now. I always find this one kind of annoying to do. But I guess I'll give it a try just to see if I can get the DD or not. Why isn't our other support picking? Oh, I remember this guy. I'm surprised they, well, actually I'm wondering what's happening with the, okay. They got Leshrac. I know he's usually another support if I recall. Or I guess normally you'd probably have him there. Maybe he could go mid. We'll see. What the hell? They already have some decent ways to try and kill you early, PA, if you don't realize that they have some decent magic damage to hurt you with. I'm not too confident with this match right now. That's a pretty weird courier transformation. Yeah, I definitely need to pick up a Silver Edge to deal with our friend here. Darn. We were so close if he just didn't Shikuchi away. Oh well, we made him use up quite a bit, and he can be pretty vulnerable to our team combo here. Excuse me. Yeah, that double hit he does is really annoying. Damn it. We really need our second level here, or he does. At least I'm at a better time right now, and I can get my boots and get that started. Yeah, some people forget he's pretty squishy, and without Sakuchi, has trouble getting away. So as long as we can keep, you know, using our stuns and his strength stealing, we can make him very easy to kill.
Go for you, Wiki.
There we go. I was hoping I would be able to attack fast enough now, but yeah, if only I had my Echo Saber already, I could probably kill him. I also don't have enough mana right now either. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Shrine. Oh well, I don't think I'm gonna take him at this point. Until I can pick up my silver blade, I won't be able to do much. Damn it. It's always nice when people do stupid things like that with how low he was, and yet he was still being attacked.
Finish, guys.
At least I got the first part taken care of. Oh well, we should. Oh, at least I survived that. Irritation from, Dragon here. Mostly just because he ran out of mana. Damn it, Gyro.
How'd that happen? What the? How'd that happen?
Away.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten a little support in mid there. But at least they did pretty good cleanup there. So, but mostly I guess it's annoying that, you know, I died before my cooldown finally came off.
Bottom.
Kinda wish he would have healed me at some point there, but I was kinda trapped back there. Well, let's go ahead and work on Silver Edge here, so I can use it to escape and break any stuff they try to do. Also gives me more attack speed, which is always good for our friend here, Wraith King. Finally. Okay, that was weird. A little random too. It would be good to get something to add to my farming potential, really. Like, I guess Mjolnir would be nice in this case, just to deal with Dragon and his armor, and not have to worry about having break all the time. Because that's the thing, you know, Dragon Knight is a bit more vulnerable to magic damage than he is physical. Oh good, now I have much lower cooldown on this. Also, where is everyone on their team? Were they really heading top after me, or?
You can turn on this, maybe?
So much for that. Almost. Kind of funny, they always seem to do that before. No idea why he decided to do that. Yeah, I actually haven't seen much of PL this game so far, but we're already at the 20-minute mark and we're... And how long does Sakuchi last? Man, this is getting really annoying. I still haven't gotten my Shadow Blade because everyone else keeps calling the courier. And I keep forgetting to call it too. Oh yeah, I wanted to go for the Mjolnir, so I guess that's what I'll try to work on here. guess that's kind of the thing. If you want Wraith King to be at his full potential, you usually think, what does that mean in a way? You know, how can you best take advantage of his abilities and for what they are?
Not the wave and
Damn it. I feel like our Undying there was a bit late. But then, I guess he already used up Tombstone before. And we pretty much used up most of our ults, so we probably should have just beat or something after they bought back like that. I guess that's the only issue we mostly have. We don't really have the push potential after we kind of won that big team fight there. Since we used up most of our stuff and they came back right away. Yeah, there's only a few of us here who could possibly try to tank him at all, and it's only because of me and my aura here that any of you have any kind of regen at all. Still really annoyed at that. How I couldn't get my stun off on him before he killed me there. At least I finally took the tower. Not sure what happened to PL, but he probably should have just worked on a heart. I feel like Manta doesn't really help as much as you were led to believe. Or at least, like, Manta does what it needs to do, but heart is a lot better, I think. I sometimes think Aghanim's staff is a lot better too, because of just what it does to improve your ability. Technically, I could have just done the 2x skeleton thing instead. Would give for better push potential, since I guess I'm not as concerned about my mana, but it's still better to do it anyway, just to have something. Well, at least I got out of there. It's kind of annoying just how often they came back after we killed them. But we did a pretty good job beating back the stuff there. Of course, right now it's only me and Undying, apparently.
As you advise. War is torn. Wraiths, your king is here.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Who's in charge here? Keep your thoughts to yourself.
There we go. Well, I got plenty of speed now, at least. And we did take care of their melee racks. That's usually the more important one to go for.
Should get their shrines.
I walk among you.
They don't really have, like, they have the stuns, but it doesn't seem to last long enough. Or something, I don't know. It's kind of funny just how well I survived that entire ordeal we were dealing with. Oh, I'm forgetting some TP scrolls since they're pushing top right now.
Wise counsel.
Well, he almost has his heart.
Obey me. I'll consider it. As you advise. Look upon the wraith.
I'll just go ahead and pick it up at the shop myself.
By my decree.
Oh, so it actually goes down by 6 seconds. So I guess that is helpful.
Your king moves of his own accord. Is your honor.
Oh well, I guess I'll try and push bot since they tried to push top and they already lost Monkey. And next Undying.
Your king is here. I walk
So that's Weaver.
So what if I swagger? Who's in charge here?
Definitely want to get a basher now.
By my decree, keep your thoughts to yourself. Moves of his own accord.
Yeah, we pretty much all got out of there, didn't we? At least I finally have my ultimate talent tree here, so that should help a bit.
Wise counsel. I'm always at my best.
But yeah, I definitely could use the basher here for the extra damage and bashing and all that. And then eventually I could use more damage, because it is a bit low for what I can potentially do. If I get like a Battle Fury or a MKB. I'm not sure if I need an MKB or not. Huh, so he has both a Battle Fury and a Mjolnir, or almost, Maelstrom at least.
Take a knee.
Let me get some wards up outside. Get that DD though.
Well, that was close.
We are in agreement. Even a wraith must seek renewal. As you advise. I walk among you. By my decree.
kind of finding it annoying just how much damage they can do sometimes. Oh hey, he actually picked up a hand of Midas. Why does PL still look like that? Yeah, I find it kind of annoying. Jaro has been kind of not around for the most part, and apparently he barely has any items. Of course, I also find Weaver really annoying with his time-lapse ability.
Not be so easily dispatched. Your king moves of his own. There are wraiths among you. You are in my presence. Tis your honor. War is torn.
Well, we got 2 down.
Wraiths, your king is here. Questionable.
And my reincarnation's back up already, so...
Prostrate yourself. We are in agreement. Behold the wraith. So what if I swam?
I find it funny how I can keep running away sometimes.
I am your liege. I walk among you. You are in my presence. War is torn.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and pick up my last 2 parts here for the Vanguard, and then... Oh hey, Ancient Secret. Yeah, the new patch is coming out the 19th. I'll be happy when that happens. Hopefully they'll make a few changes. See, I'll probably, let me just make sure I have buyback here. I don't want to be without it with how late this match has gotten.
Just take it to deny a Weaver.
Come on.
Just get the objectives. Focus the racks.
I need to get out of here. This is getting ridiculous. Man, that guy's really fast. And how do these guys keep buying back? Frickin' A. Oh well, at least we did take their entire base, so we just have that last tower left. And I have buyback, so. But yeah, Pangalore, Dragon Knight, Weaver, and this Leshrac is really annoying. We're not safe yet.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
There we go. We can never seem to lock down Weaver. He always seems to get away no matter what we do. It's always frustrating to deal with. Should probably pick up a Black King bar finally at this point. Yeah, there's not much worry we need to do about, like, these creeps won't be pushed back by almost anything other than other mega creeps, so.
Your top shrine is under attack.
Oh, come on. Finally, we actually got him. Finally. Man. One crazy game, huh? Did Monkey ever get silver? Yeah, he got a silver edge. Let's just finally finish this, because this match has gotten ridiculous, if you ask me. Finally! GG, guys. Well, that was a pretty crazy first match. With how especially with how long that went for, that was pretty ridiculous. So, looks like their entire, like, Weaver's the only one who kept getting away no matter what. Yeah, this Pengalore isn't happy with DK. But he did kind of, there were a few times when DK kind of went in that he shouldn't have. But yeah, I guess, like, Weaver definitely was the biggest problem for us. We didn't have any serious lockdown, or whenever we tried to, he kept getting away from us. Like, definitely having a gem would have helped us at some point. Not sure. Let's see, so he picked up the gem that one of these guys picked up, since we at least had me and Monkey who both went Silver Edge. And it looks like Phantom got the gold he needed, or the farm he needed for his stuff at least. I definitely went a different build than what I usually like. I usually prefer going to focus on the physical damage, but because of the Dragon Knight, you're better off going with magic because of all that armor he has. It's the only way to really break through unless you use break. Oh wow, I didn't freaking Pengalore got double Battle Fury. Yeah, I'm not really that familiar with Pengalore and how you would normally play him, but I know he's not your traditional agility hero. Alright, let's go ahead and queue into another match here. I would actually like to get a few matches in today and not just one super long one. Like, I thought with how things were going, we were gonna win very early because of how hard we were pushing, but then all of a sudden they just, fought back pretty hard, and we ended up making it a much longer game than it probably would have. Let me take a look at the graphs here. Yeah, so it was pretty much in our favor, and then right around the 27-minute mark, it just sort of their experience skyrocketed. Like, they got a lot more experience finally, and it was kind of starting to be in their favor. Since I think we did. Oh, actually, there's our supports are the only ones without 25, but it's freaking ogre. Like, all of them are 25. It's only our two supports here that didn't, and supposedly their supports were at least Leshrac and ogre. So it looked like it was still in our favor, but the goal did start kind of going over to them, but then it went back to us. So it was just one of those games that just sort of dragged on much longer than it should have. And it looks like the one with the highest net worth was our Monkey King, with Pengalore second, Weaver third, PL fourth, and myself fifth, with Dragon Knight sixth. Let's see.
Your turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the supports picked first this time instead of me picking second in that last match. But I'm surprised no one tried to counter pick me at all. So we got Pudge. Yeah, I feel like going Sven. I really do like Sven for what he does. Just like I do with Wraith King. Ah, man, I'm not sure why I'm yawning. Thought I got enough sleep today. So far, it still looks assistant is suggesting Wraith King or Ricky.
5 seconds
Eh,
remaining.
nah, I'll go Sven. Feel like we could use a strength carry like hero. And if I do get my farm, then I can hit pretty hard. And I do like his stun. Like, it'd be nice to, or it's a nice kind of thing to help out with. Let's see. So I got that almost, not quite. So, and I only got a little bit of this. Yeah, I guess I always had trouble trying to get the blink dagger to always work sometimes. I guess I'd rather work on this challenge. Well, at least it's a good thing I didn't go bristleback. Still remember the last time I went bristleback against Silencer. It's always annoying. So I'm guessing he's probably gonna be mid. We got Pudge, who will probably support. I think Punga, Parunga would be maybe offlane, or maybe it might be more likely he'll, this will be like this. Oh, look, it's a Weaver. I usually don't think PL mids, but apparently that's a place he can go now. Oh, whatever works. Oh, looks like Purple is AFK, isn't he? Well, I guess I figured Troll could probably go off lane, since he has that ranged attack he can use. He should be alright. Really? He thinks it'll be double melee top? Against a double range top? That seems like a horrible idea. At least with Troll, because he has his range attack, he can at least probably survive better in the offlane than Void could. Like, I know Void has his jump, but that's not, I don't think that's the best idea, at least not against a double range lane. Yeah, this one doesn't really have any passives to break for the most part.
Nothing better than a nice raw liver. Time for a little butchery. Let chaos reign.
So we got our Phoenix here, so
What an amazing
with what he should be up against, he should be able to do his, jump and be able to get the bounty rune over here. If he can time it right.
30 seconds to battle.
Are you gonna try and fly to the bounty rune, Phoenix?
Good idea.
The battle begins.
Agreed. Time. To battle.
Well, at least he got out of there.
On the way. So you say.
Huh. Didn't realize Phoenix had a decent move speed. You would think for kind of a bird like that it might be a bit slower, but
Time. Hold on.
well, it looks like I was right about my prediction. Well, that was close.
I can do no less.
They both have orb of venom. So watch out.
It feels like one of those games where you just max your W. Oh, sorry, I thought it was the fucking world. Chill out.
My call compelled.
Well, that was close. I'm just glad the tower wasn't attacking me there.
Feel my blade. Okay. Now go. Get far.
Is under attack.
As long as I can keep whittling his health a bit here and there with my cleave here, it should help against Void pretty well here. I think we're doing a pretty good job with the lane control. Trying to keep denies going and makes it hard for them to fight. There we go.
He has bashed every range through blasted.
Yeah, so far this lane is pretty good for us. And we've been able to pretty much just make it almost so it can't get any farm at all this lane, which is definitely what you would hope to get out of a off lane.
I'll do it.
Where's Pudge? Oh, he's off in mid right now. Darn it. You never expect a courier sometimes to just show up like that.
Take that room here, rats.
Well, I've been playing him for a while, and I think he's pretty good most of the time. I don't know why people wouldn't play him, even if there are a few ways to counter him. But, you know. Yeah, right now Chrono has the edge since Pudge isn't around to steal any XP this time. I don't think you should go the hammer too early.
You did. It's okay. It happens.
Need to keep my power going. There we go.
You fucking live in me, dude.
I also don't really care with the background music.
Had
From
just enough stick charges.
Nah, maybe I'll work on the mask next.
You know, this silencer's got the tiniest fucking weight.
Besides, I can disassemble it once I get enough and make something else if I really wanted. Damn it. Really wish, sadly, Phoenix
As far as I
can't
can
do
tell,
much.
I'm just still sitting up here, but be careful because I'm missing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well played, Phoenix.
I know what he was trying to do there, but it's not gonna work. That was kind of weird. I'm not sure why I saw him a second there.
So my plan in this game is to get an Aghanims later and not be the primary damage dealer since we picked the Sven and a PL. I just probably got my squirrely utility core, but I wanted you guys to know that so you don't like build no damage.
Alright. Could really use my ult. Of course, as a Sven, I normally make damaged items anyway.
Yeah. I don't know, communication's good, otherwise I end up getting flamed about how I deal with like not as much damage and carry.
Weaver right now really doesn't do much damage without Drow in the first place.
It just seemed
Finally.
like with Warlock and Phoenix, there was gonna be so much chaos in the fight that I could fucking sneak around, be a douchebag.
Oh yeah, it should be really nice. We should have more than enough damage between Fatal Bonds, Phoenix Egg, Rock Golem plus Sven.
I'll do it. Good idea.
He's dead here, right? Yeah. Nice. Good punk to kill.
Nice gank.
Okay. Why not?
Always really annoying, but at least I got past, got to the tower here. I don't want to have to deal with 2-on-1, especially since I don't know if Chrono has his ult back already or not. Wait, no, he's only level 5, so he doesn't have his ult yet. There we go.
Just trying to figure out like why my computer was not doing so well because I'm at a hotel. I forgot to plug it in.
That'd be the issue.
Yeah, that always
Yeah,
helps.
it was in like low energy mode and something else. Behind you. Behind you.
At least I escaped that. Man, it's just so many gangs down
Try
bot
to
here.
reward over
It's really
there.
annoying.
Rock's up at 10. We should be able to push this PL.
Turn it.
Go top.
Not quite sure why he did that though.
Yes. That's right.
Oh, I ran out of mana, son of a bitch.
Cold compels me.
So let's
Got a
see.
mana on me.
Someone said
Yeah, it must be nice to be in the safe lane because
The
then you
TP
can just
and then
keep
the-
going back to.
Fire spirits. That was 10 under.
Shit happens.
Hmm. Like, I wouldn't mind trying to gank
This here.
or and kill
Do you want
Void here,
aggressive, or
but
you want to keep it in the in your jungle? In your jungle. Okay, I'll try.
yeah, I usually like to keep the cost of Stormhammer low here so I can actually use it.
I'll do it.
Anybody else getting a veil?
It's only proper.
Hmm.
Gen rune bottom or top, sorry.
I might want to pick up an MKB just for him, maybe. Okay, that's enough of that. Thought I had it for a little bit longer there. Darn it. Oh, I really hate Punga here. He's really annoying to deal with. No, let's go ahead and...
Gonna try and stop.
I'd rather work on my Echo Saber.
They're going on Weaver bottom.
Nah, guess I should focus a bit on Blink Dagger here just
You
to...
really almost blew that by stacking silence.
Done or no?
Damn it. Yeah, I don't think Blink Dagger is gonna be the way to go, at least if I'm gonna be dealing with Silencer around. Because it'd be hard to try and catch up and avoid him, or I can initiate on him, but trying to get away
try to
from
ward
him
him there,
would be the
General.
issue. But actually, I guess the range on... I always try to think of what it is, and I'm wondering if I overthink it sometimes or not. And picking up what items I should.
Hey, see how close Troll is to his Shadow Blade.
He's going Battle Fury first. He just now got Perseverance.
Okay.
Alright, this kid's a fucking clown.
Their team thinks they're gonna have enough burst to build.
Mags, Weaver, PL, Sven, not gonna happen.
I'm just trying to figure if I should go Blink Dagger or Silver Edge.
Bro, we're gonna need you to interrupt.
Say Blink.
They can't, yeah, so they can't blow up the Phoenix.
Yeah, Stormbolt is one of our best egg defenses. Position for it's important.
Got mask going.
Oh, lower.
Darn it.
I ran into it.
Easy clap. Alright, I think we abandoned ship, boys.
Dead.
They're pretty cocky, but we do have a lot of damage. We just need to try and play smarter here. We're being a bit too aggressive, I think, with some of it, and Troll Warlord can be an issue if we don't try to disable him or something. But we just mostly need to get our farm, and I think we should be good.
There he is.
You got metal.
Yes. Of course.
Okay, he actually had enough to take care of him there.
Good enough.
Boy.
Never yet.
I'm not sure how he died there, though. Yeah, that was a bit late on that one, and he really needs to be able to micro this here and just get away.
Your top tower is under attack.
I'll go ahead and just farm the camp over around here so I can finally get my blink dagger. I don't really care how they up the cost on it. I remember it used to being at least 2,000 or 2,050 back when I used to play. Should probably just go ahead and yeah, the main thing I need to have happen is just being able to catch some of the heroes that keep running away from me.
Wait a bit. Offhand compliment to my blade.
I should feel like I should probably just work on this next since I already have my Mask of Madness here.
Oh, silenced.
There is 5 the whole fucking last 13 minutes, actually. And we need aggro wards, though. I think, because, like... We always want them to hit them where they are.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have the damage or confidence to be able to take on this entire team on my own. Why is that still going?
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, I don't know why Arcane Curse should have stayed on like it did there. But yeah, Silencer is a problem.
Good. It's only proper.
I'm not too thrilled at how far they've already gotten here.
Agree? My code compels me.
Coming.
Yes.
I really feel like Hunga is the one who keeps killing me here. Like in any team fight, he always goes for me, and I'm screwed that way. Well, he did that part a bit soon, but yeah, he's dead.
Well, that's Chrono down.
Very well.
I definitely need my damage here. Yeah, in a 1v1 between Troll and Sven, usually Troll wins.
He did, he just hooked the illusions.
So really the best thing you can do is just overwhelm Troll or try and get him to, you know, screw up. Yeah, I should probably get some dust for him, so if he tries to run away. And some more damage, of course.
It's only proper. Good. Of course.
Well, at least Weaver's getting the farm he needs.
He's got Cuban vision up around Roche, by the way.
I'm on it. There, he's in biz. Holy crap.
It's fucking crazy, actually.
I really could have used the ult from Warlock then,
Wow,
actually.
just bash the golem the entire time. That's cool.
Yeah, that Chrono was really bad for us. Damn, seriously? Just with mass going, he's at 1.3? Shouldn't have finished. Okay, I'm not really sure why PL's getting a BKB. come on. What happened to all my mana, though?
I actually think we're just too far behind at this point. I don't know.
I was hoping to at least get Chrysalis before I try to work on BKB here, but...
a good item just because he gets it so early.
Yeah, if they can keep making plays like that, we might actually be able to get somewhere.
Oh. I love Dota too.
Yeah, it's mostly because of friggin' Silencer stealing almost any mana or intelligence I once had. This is ridiculous.
I actually don't know because their silencer is going to become a core too.
Your bottom shrine has fallen.
Yeah, I only have 17 intelligence right now.
Not very smart.
Good enough. Yes. Yes.
And I guess you can egg during Chrono, I guess. Rock on top.
Yeah, but they've been silencing and then following it up with Chrono so they can figure out where the hell we all are. Never know, we get shit off.
I don't know, I understand. I'm not like blaming it. It's just like it seems like the only way to win.
Oh yeah, completely agree.
Oh, he did it. Damn it.
It'd be nice if there was a way to get, you know, mana back or something.
Nice dodge, nice dodge.
Damn it. I have no mana. So I couldn't stun him at least.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Good choice. Very well.
Yeah, I never realized things could get this bad against the silencer that you barely have any mana to do anything.
Like a sheep stick or something. Oh no.
I'm not even sure why he got a nullifier, but yeah, he's dead.
Oh, that's not okay.
I don't know, man.
Was so far to the right.
Yeah, this team has gotten way out of hand.
Well,
I'm not quite sure why he picked up a nullifier. We barely have any items to fight him anyway.
Yeah, I think we should have just acknowledged that we were pretty far behind after the lane and played more like it.
Well, Troll was. We had crushed Troll in lane. He had nothing.
No, and that's true, but we lost bot and mid pretty bad, and honestly, it was
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad we had lost him.
Just look at that, 52 stolen intelligence. Yeah, that silencer chrono combo I think was the biggest thing. I don't know which one I would be playing. Between the artifact beta or the artifact beta or the Dota 2. I'll probably do more Dota 2, like as much fun as card games are. You know, I think I could see playing artifact here and there, but maybe not as much. Like I only have so many card games I can play at one time. And I'm still sort of doing a little bit with Hearthstone, which does have that new expansion coming out in December. And then still no idea what's going on with Magic the Gathering, but still that match was such a disaster. Like I thought we did pretty well in our lane. Even though Phoenix left for a while, I felt like in the beginning we were pretty good at keeping him under-farmed, really. He didn't have much at all, but still. He just eventually took off, and Punga here was just the biggest problem for me at most of the time. And Silencer didn't help things either with what he did. Like, he just made sure he was around. That's all he needed to be, and he kept stealing intelligence, which eventually became the biggest problem for me. I'm not sure how much intelligence he stole, but it was so much, I could barely use any of my spells without running, them running out. It was ridiculous. Oh well, I'm gonna take a short little break, just get some water, and I'll be right back to play at least one more match or so. We'll see. Or probably play at least one more match. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get another match in here with better results. Like, for the most part, I felt like the early game was going pretty well, but then as soon as the mid game hit and mid was finally ganking, things kind of just went out of control. And I got severely, just so heavily ganked so often there, it was ridiculous. Sadly I didn't have any easy ways of getting out. I think a Shadow Blade might have been better, just to allow me to try and get away, but the biggest issue was just at that one point I just kind of, lost all my intelligence apparently. Like, I've never had that happen before when a silencer was able to steal enough intel that you could barely cast anything. Because I guess that's the biggest I think that seems a bit too powerful if you ask me, at least in my situation as Sven, since he's not much of an int hero at all, and he doesn't have that much mana to begin with. So I guess I probably should have gone for an Echo Blade, but yeah, I guess like I have an issue going with Mask of Madness. Like, I understand its power, but I find it a bit like detrimental. Like, I can understand why Sven and Void get it, especially Void because he has his ultimate. If you can't kill someone with Mask of Madness going in those 5 seconds, then what are you doing? But as a Sven, I sort of feel like you're better off being able to have the not like the extra move speed. I don't think, or attack speed doesn't help as much as you would like it to. And like, and then of course, just in almost any fight I tried to do, Punga was always around to disable me, which was very frustrating. He wouldn't do it to anyone else but me, because I was his biggest target for the most part. And then of course Silencer and all his silencing, I think that was, they just sort of just messed with us so hard we couldn't really recover after when the mid game rolled around. Oh well. Some matches go well, others don't. You can never know. Like, I feel like if I went Wraith King, maybe I would have faced similar problems there too. Even though he is a bit more tanky just because of his ultimate, uh, I might have been able to survive a bit longer, but that would also mean, actually having the mana to do stuff, really. But yeah, it just, like, I think we should have had a different mid than PL. I think PL requires a bit too much gold. And I probably should have been in the safe lane, actually, instead of Weaver. If Weaver was going more utilitarian, he didn't really need the safety or extra gold that he got compared to what I did. But it seems like they were pretty much out to get me because they knew I was going to be a problem in the late game for them if I got farmed up enough at all. Of course, it could have been worse for me as Bristleback too, just because of Silencer. Like, Silencer can be a problem, but if you're a right clicker, then it's not as big uh, of an issue. But since I didn't really have any ways of disabling his debuffs, and actually, what were our supports were Phoenix and Phoenix and Warlock. So Warlock could have helped with his healing and his ult, but Phoenix, I feel like Phoenix is one of those characters that is a lot harder to control or to get right. And like she can't help when things are right, but because of the silencer, I think it's sort of just screwed with him a lot. Same with Weaver too, actually. Like silencer really was the biggest problem, I think, among all of them. Like Punga just did the damage, but silencer was the one who kind of stopped us from doing most of the things in team fights. With how much Weaver and our friend PL here rely on being able to do stuff. Like they're very much not as much right clickers as, say, maybe Slark. I think Slark probably would have been a bit better for that match. He would have been able to get in and get out, maybe remove the debuffs if he times it right. But oh well, I should really stop dwelling on this because it's not going to help me in the long run. It's just one of those matches where you can't do much about it. And of course, while we wait, as exciting as it is, I can check up on any news going on. I guess not much news-wise going on as far as I can tell. For today, at least. Plenty of stuff's already happened. We're just sort of waiting for it to happen now with all the different things we're waiting for to finish up, like the tournament here for the new patch, or the or plenty of the games that have come out. Oh, there we go. I'm still not quite sure why the all pick thing and how it decides on which ones get banned and which ones don't. Or I know it's supposed to be random, but it seems like I'm not sure of the number, how they decide on what number should be banned as well, because sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 4. So, we already have someone on our team who picked right away. I was kind of sad with how things went last time with Sven, but I wouldn't mind trying again. But it would be nice to maybe do offlane sniper or Slark, maybe. Maybe I'll go Wraith King again. I'm feeling like Wraith King. Why is it our team doesn't seem to know what they want to pick? Like, if you don't know what to pick to counter them, then just simply pick something that you're good with. Like, why is our mid lane picking before our support or our support here? And apparently they went Alchemist and Gyro as a random.
Your turn to pick.
It wouldn't be bad if I guess Void is all right, but I think it'd be better if he went maybe PA just for the burst physical damage, or I guess Blood maybe, I don't know. I can't say for certain what this hero is, but since I'm Wraith King at least, I should be able to get plenty of physical damage to deal with this team here. Hopefully. Oh hey, and it's Life Stealer. So definitely don't go too high on a tanky or HP build, that's for sure. Because the more HP you have, the worse it is. But we're not that big on HP other than just me, really, so I'm not sure why he went with Life Stealer. But at least we do have Ancient Apparition here, so he would be good against Alchemist for his healing. Just to make sure to save that. And actually it works pretty well against Lifestealer too, so.
My friends, war is torn. Is in as certain as my choice of air. Is by my decree.
So would definitely I'm not sure I want to go Desolator for this team. Right now, actually Desolator wouldn't be bad because of Alchemist being a strength hero. The main thing I want to do this game, of course, is just get a lot more yeah, I might get a Battle Fury this game. Since I'm guessing our friend here might go... Oh no, he looks like he's actually going to go with FaZe and then Yasha.
30 seconds.
So much blood. Take a knee, peasant. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Your king moves of his own accord.
The battle begins.
Comes now the king of wraiths.
Turn it. I think that light, Actually, why did Ancient Apparition go with the slow down attack thing? Or the buff attack? It should have really gone for the stun instead. What's Skyrat doing here?
I'm always at my best. Your king is here. Prostrate yourself.
Okay, why is it 3 top, and why is Ancient going back already?
All about them. I'm your once and future thing.
This has gotten to be a really annoying lane, just because of them tri-laning this time.
So what if I swag? War is torn.
But yeah, I'll probably want to pick up a Battle Fury if I want to try and get any decent farm at all. Crap, I meant to go with my lifesteal, but oh well. I'll just have to go with that next turn, or the next level here. Damn it! Freaking stun. At this point, I just want to turtle and make sure I get my Battle Fury here.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Let's go ahead and get that Quelling Blade while I'm at it. Damn it.
As you advise.
I feel like Gyro moves too fast for what he is. Forget it.
Dark structures are fortified. bottom tower is under attack.
Keep your thoughts to yourself.
At least I've just survived that, I'm glad.
War is taught.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
There
fortified.
are wraiths among you. I'll consider it.
Well, let's finish on the Echo Blade Curse, because I could use the extra mana in the early stages, and the extra speed is always nice. Well, he's really getting into it, isn't he?
Tis I. By any measure.
Oh, I didn't realize that we had a Lich on our team here.
Behold the rain.
Didn't realize I was in the area there. At least we're fast enough we can keep running. I guess I don't really need it now at this point.
Dire structures are fortified.
You are in my presence.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and do some farming here.
Thoughts to yourself.
And eventually we need to go after Gyro again.
So what if I swagger? Use of his own accord. Your king moves of his own accord.
Be nice if we could get some wards top just to so I can deal with Skywrath if he tries that again.
By any measure. Who's in charge?
The enemy's
We are
middle
in a
tower
weak
has fallen.
I'm always at my best.
Be nice if we could close the distance here just to take care of them.
Prostrate yourself.
least we got that started.
What if I swagger?
I think I'll at least save up for the Wrath Stone.
Your king is here. Submit to the wraith.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Well, apparently, Blood wants to get mid here.
Required. As you advise. Be Go to. By my decree.
There we go. Sadly, we lost our ability, or our siege creep. That's always important in this, in pushing towers at least, but we should be alright here. I'm sure Sniper could have taken care of that, but of course. Right now I could probably use some healing.
As you advise.
I guess with how things are going, maybe I should just focus on Desolator.
War is torn. There are wraiths among you.
Your top tower is under attack.
I'm always at my best.
Dire structures are falling.
Keep your forces.
Your top tower has fallen.
By any measure. Your king moves of his own accord.
Yeah, let me get my
Wise counsel.
stuff here and then I can farm this camp.
What if I swagger?
I'm not sure if he got any XP from that at all.
Behold the wraith.
Yeah, if I get something to go with damage and mana or armor, then I can probably kill our friend here a bit easier. I don't see him having any radiance.
Who's in charge here?
So that was Skyrat, though. That was pretty weird for Lifestealer to just kind of go in like that. Never mind, I'm not gonna get it in time.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Your king moves of his own accord.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for the Black King bar next. Just to give me something to not take damage from. Unless I should pick up my Monkey King bar next, who knows.
You are in my presence. What if I swagger?
Well, he just exploded.
Tis your honor.
Probably not. I usually have Thanksgiving with my family, and I have my own plans for Thanksgiving, so probably not, sorry. Besides, Thanksgiving should be a time to spend with your close relatives and loved ones and all that, and as much as I, try to regard everyone with a sense of familiarity and friendship, it's kind of, I usually find spending time with people you can actually say hello to and meet and greet and all that is a bit more endearing and better kinship than saying hello through online to faceless masses. I really could use some HP though. It may sound a little cold in some respects, but it's just sadly how I am. Really, it seems like something you should be focusing on spending time with, not just spending time with me as much as I enjoy the company and people to talk to. Since I always feel like nothing can replace friends you can talk to and meet and say hello to in person than people you meet through online and stuff like that. Besides I'm sure my mother would really give her a piece of her mind if I were to spend Thanksgiving streaming.
So what if I swagger?
Your bottom tower
Why don't we have the rest of our team here pushing? I did that just for you, Sniper, so we can finally have a tower pushed in. Finally. Even though Blood has been gone for most of this match so far, doing his own thing down bot. Let's go ahead and push this lane here, so...
Enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Well, Teal's kinda ticked.
War is torn. All mine. Be up.
There we go. I can probably sell this Quelling Blade now if I want. Just to make space here.
I walk among you.
Say goodbye to your head.
Prostrate yourself. At my word. You are in my presence. War is torn.
The enemy's force has fallen.
Who's in charge here?
Yeah, I feel like picking up Aghanim Scepter. I might do something for Christmas, I don't know. But, you know, I do think most people would rather spend the holidays with their family and friends that they live with than, you know, watch me, you know, celebrate Christmas.
As you advise.
But it all depends, since Christmas is pretty long and usually the events we have are kind of... Oh, there goes Skyrath. Ah, great. Oh, hey, he actually got through.
Enemy's
Well, let's go ahead and finish off this last racks here. Oh well, that's the only problem when you get to the late game here. You really need to be level 18 so you have that 40-second, you know, reincarnation. I might do something for Christmas, maybe at least for a few hours, but I don't expect a big turnout at least, since I'm sure a lot of people would rather spend their free time that they have off work or whatever other responsibilities you have to be spending it with family and their new toys that they pick up. Because I know that's usually what I do like to do during Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up an Aghanims. I feel like we're kind of doing pretty well here so far. With 2 Raxes in, we still have our mid tower for some reason. I'll just go ahead and push this in because it's here, even if it scares Gyro off. So what's been Blood doing anyway? Okay, that's kind of a weird build. I know, I've seen the build before, but I guess it's not the one I would think you would want to go with. But whatever works. There we go. Yeah, they're severely out farmed right now. Even Sniper pop back just to be around to see the finish, I guess. Nope, wasn't gonna give you that kill. Well, that turned out pretty well. Definitely a much better match than some of the last ones I've had. I guess the map, for the most part, I think is alright with how it is. But I guess the changes wouldn't be bad. I mostly wouldn't mind a few gameplay changes. Because I know Blood can get a bit out of hand with his thirst aura, so I feel like they might want to adjust that just a little bit. Try to maybe put a cap back on move speed again, because I think that's getting a bit out of hand. But like the main thing, of course, I do want to see changed would be, or like I want to see more additions to Dota Plus. Let there be more stuff. Make matched ranked roles free Like, not you don't have to have Dota Plus to have it. They should just give it to everyone. That way, the queue times wouldn't be as long as they are, and people would have a better chance at kind of getting into the dynamic of roles and actually being able to choose roles. I think that should be a default playstyle for people if they're going to be doing ranked. And then I guess anything else is kind of just gravy, really. I think those are, and like as I'm sure I'm not sure if you recall, but I've harped on it before that they really should just change the MMR system. I don't think there should be any more MMR anymore if they have the whole medal system now, or seasonal rank medals. They should just simply base it off that, and then they should have a value that doesn't go below what your medal is, but but you can still keep going up to if you want to rank up or not into the higher medals. Pretty much what Blizzard's done with Hearthstone in the way, because I feel like because as you like, I'm not gonna get a new rank or go to Archon Star 2 until I can bring my MMR points back up apparently. But I was on a severe losing streak, which was, there's not much I can do about that when it happens, because it can happen no matter what. It happens in any game no matter what. It happens in Hearthstone, it happens in Magic the Gathering, it happens in almost any game out there. I think the towers are fine the way they are, same with the creeps and the jungle stuff. New items, though, I have no idea. Like, I think a lot of the items that they have are fairly nice and work out the way they do. Like, even the Ion Disc with its combo breaker, I think it makes a lot of sense and it works. It definitely helps the supports if they want to try and survive, or even certain carries if they need to. Uh, I guess they could they could add an item or two here and there just to round the upgraded items here out. Maybe something to help with passives, like, cause as nice as the Silver Edge is, that it does help with breaking passives, I think there should be a few other items. Like, I know Scythe of Vice works for that too, but I think there should be like a strength dedicated item for breaking passives, or even an aura. Or maybe not an aura, that might be a bit too much, but at least something that can disable passives for a few seconds when you activate it, like kind of like what you would do with not with nullifier, but like with the boots, or not the like the heal the oh here we go, like the guardian greaves. When you activate it for say a few seconds, enemy passives don't work or something, or maybe a more directive item, something like that. Because I do think passes are pretty powerful, and that without a way to deal with them, you're kind of reliant on just really the heroes that can either hex enemies so that they don't have their passives active, or a Silver Edge. But sadly, not everyone plays Shadow Shaman or Lion, who are the main ones that do the hex at all in any form. And not every hero I've seen can afford a Scythe of Ice. At least a lot of the support heroes can't really afford a Scythe of Ice, and very few carries should consider buying one. Nah, I think Roche is fine the way he is, especially with what he drops nowadays. Uh, you know, I think you only really need one creature because it's a good spot for teams to fight over. That's you get some good excitement with stuff like that happening. That's kind of why they've they've always kept Roshan but made sure he had his own spot before. So it was always a good place for teams to gather together and fight. For them to create another creature, that say both teams could be fighting and getting something from, including bonus gold, would be just kind of pointless. I think in terms of the dynamics of the game. So, I hope that answers most of your questions, but sadly I'm going to be finishing up things here early today. I have a few chores to take care of and some other things to do. So thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you again tomorrow on Thursday. I'll probably be just doing more Dota 2 like I have been. And until next time, have fun gaming.